Number 5. Mount Everest. Everest is one of the most dangerous mountains in the world, with over 340 people who've died trying to climb it. So if climbing Everest is on your bucket list, you might want to think twice. Not because you can't handle it or aren't strong enough, maybe you are, but because climbing Everest is really only for the rich. The trip can cost anywhere from $30,000 to $160,000. And sure, people who survive always say it was worth it. If you choose a cheaper option, you'll get a Sherpa, a local guide, who may have only climbed the mountain once or twice. But if you pay more, you'll get someone who's been climbing it for years and is strong enough to carry you down if things go wrong. Now let's talk about why Everest is so deadly. The danger starts as soon as you arrive. You can fall off the mountain, fall through hidden cracks, or get hit by falling ice or rocks. If you're lucky enough to reach base camp, get comfortable. You'll be stuck there for 2 to 3 months. No Wi-Fi, no electronics. Just you and a lot of waiting while your body gets used to the thin air. This step is super important to avoid altitude sickness, which can be deadly. After all that waiting, the real climb begins. You go from Camp 1 to Camp 2, then 3 and 4. Each stage comes with new dangers. While you're watching out for the mountain, you might not realize that your own body can turn against you. Some climbers get brain swelling from the lack of oxygen. Others get fluid in their lungs. Both can kill you fast if you don't get help. Let's say you're one of the lucky ones who makes it to Camp 4 feeling good. Great. You'll need that strength for the final climb to the top. This last part is the most dangerous, and it's where most people die. As you climb higher, even breathing through an oxygen mask becomes hard. Your chest burns, your legs feel like they're going to give out, and your whole body is screaming for you to stop. But you keep pushing, one step at a time, hoping the end is near. And finally, after all that pain, you reach the top, only to find a long line of people waiting. Number 4. Kangchenjunga. The level of danger takes a serious leap here. Sitting on the border between Nepal and India, Kangchenjunga is the 3rd highest mountain in the world. But despite being smaller than Everest, it's far more deadly, with a frightening 21% fatality rate and only 312 successful climbs so far. But before we get into all the reasons not to climb it, let's talk about the perks. It's cheaper, that's it. Now for the real deal, what makes Kangchenjunga such a nightmare to climb? Sure, you'll face the usual threats. Avalanches, deadly falls, altitude sickness, even going blind from the extreme conditions. But this mountain adds some extra challenges that really raise the risk. For one, the climb itself is a lot more technical. There are no preset ladders like on Everest to help you across huge cracks in the ice. You either have to find a new way around or hope you've got Olympic-level jumping skills. Also, don't expect to follow a line of climbers to the top. On Kangchenjunga, you and your team will probably be the only ones on the mountain. That might sound like a dream. No crowds, no waiting. But it also means you're completely on your own. If something goes wrong, help isn't coming anytime soon. The mountain's remote location makes rescue missions nearly impossible. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, there's the weather. Kangchenjunga is known for fast, unexpected storms. One minute it's calm, the next you're caught in heavy rain, snow, or brutal winds that could easily turn deadly. But let's say you somehow survive all of that and make it to the top. You still can't stand on the summit. Why? Because it's considered sacred by the local people. Stepping on it is deeply disrespectful, and doing so pretty much guarantees a solo and awkward trip back down. Number 3. Nanga Parbat. Nicknamed the Killer Mountain, Nanga Parbat sits deep in the mountains of Pakistan and holds the title of the 9th tallest peak in the world. With a brutal fatality rate of around 22%, it lives up to its nickname. At first glance, it might not even look that intimidating, maybe even climbable after a good night's sleep. But don't be fooled. This mountain is no joke. Only 261 people have reached the summit, while 62 have died trying. Many of their bodies are still there, some hidden in deep cracks in the ice, others lying beside the trail. Like with other dangerous peaks, bringing the bodies down is just too risky. So, what makes Nanga Parbat stand out from the other deadly climbs? Aside from the usual threats like avalanches, altitude sickness, and brutal weather, this mountain is home to one of the most extreme challenges in mountaineering, the Rupal Face, the highest and most dangerous mountain face on Earth. It rises over 15,000 feet straight up, with steep slopes averaging around 50 degrees. Let's say you actually make it up the Rupal Face. Congrats. But don't celebrate just yet. You still have another 4 to 6 days of exhausting climbing before you even reach the summit. And when you finally snap that summit photo, catch your breath, and the rush wears off. You're hit with the harsh reality. You still have a 3-day descent waiting for you. And the mountain? It's not done with you yet. Number 2. K2. Once again, the danger level jumps up. Located in Pakistan, K2 is the second highest mountain on the planet, just behind Everest. But don't let that ranking fool you. While Everest is taller, K2 is much more dangerous. Only 377 people have ever reached the top, and 96 climbers have lost their lives trying. That's a shocking 26% fatality rate. So, what makes K2 stand out from the rest of the 8,000-meter peaks? It comes down to one terrifying part of the climb, the bottleneck. And yes, it's as scary as it sounds. This narrow, icy section sits below huge overhanging glaciers, and it's surrounded by frozen bodies and skeletal remains that serve as grim reminders of how fast things can go wrong. Just how dangerous is it? Look at what happened in 2008. An ice avalanche swept through the bottleneck, killing 11 climbers in one tragic moment. Let's say you somehow make it past that part. Barely. You're not done. You'll still need to push through Summit Peak, the final stretch before the top. It's steep, it's brutal, and it will push your body to its absolute limit. But if you manage to get through it, the reward is stunning. One of the most breathtaking views on Earth. But here's the brutal truth. Getting to the top doesn't mean you're safe. In fact, most climbers don't die on the way up. About 80% of deaths happen during the descent, when you're tired, running low on oxygen, and no longer thinking clearly. K2 doesn't just test your strength, it waits until you're weakest. Number 1. Annapurna. Hidden in Nepal's mountains, Annapurna is the most dangerous mountain in the world. It's only the 10th tallest, but it's far more deadly than Everest. For every 3 people who try to reach the top, 1 dies. That's a 32% death rate, higher than any other major mountain. Only 365 people have made it to the summit. 72 died trying. The danger starts right after Camp 1. The path is full of deep cracks and holes in the ice. One wrong step, and you could fall into a deep, frozen pit. If you reach Camp 2, you'll face a new threat: avalanches. They don't just happen, they're expected. Whole camps have been buried overnight. At Camp 3, the weather becomes your biggest enemy. Storms, strong winds, and blizzards can come out of nowhere. Then comes the final climb to Camp 4, a steep wall of snow and ice. Here, ice avalanches happen often. Most climbing teams see at least one. Some don't make it past this point. But if you're one of the lucky few who reaches the top, the view is breathtaking. Still, most people would say the risk isn't worth it. If you liked the video, then make sure to subscribe for similar ones in future.